I know exactly what you do, bro. It's so this is what Keemstar does. He misrepresents what people say to the point of lying about them to provoke a response and create drama. See, this is why you're so is because you want to act like a tough guy. You want to act like you're in control and that you're some great mastermind when G Fuel dropped you like a paint bag of that you are. I love and appreciate the member support. It's so helpful at this time when we're losing pretty much, I mean, we've probably lost like 80% of our sponsors, and the direct support is the future of this channel, I think. So we really thank our members. How's the chat doing? Do we have any interesting...
Everybody's saying that they paid $5 for nothing.
Oh, they're upset that it's public?
Oh,
I know. But then everybody was upset that it was members only, so you can't win.
Yeah.
Well, you can cancel your membership if you feel like you paid $5 for nothing.
Nice.
Okay, approximately 3 months ago, Ethan Klein concluded his 3-part content nuke series on Keemstar, and since then a lot has transpired in relation to the drama. While I had initially thought I was done with this topic after my last video, Ethan's comments about Leafy, Keemstar, my friends, and even myself has put me in a position where I feel another video is justified. The impact of content nuke has actually been something that Ethan's felt pretty harshly across his multiple channels and other forms of social media. If we take a look at the numbers for a second via Social Blade, we'll see that since May 25th, Ethan has lost approximately 20,000 subscribers on his podcast channel, 10,000 subscribers on his highlight channel, 50,000 subscribers on his main channel, and even 30,000 on the Ethan and Hila channel. Despite the success and praise of the series, we can clearly see a sharp decline and notable net loss in subscribers across every single one of his bleeding channels. He's even taken a sizable 50,000 follower loss on Twitter, with his count bleeding nearly every single day. While these numbers may seem to be pretty inconsequential due to the size of Ethan's channels, it's pretty significant that he's been operating at a net loss since May. This is in sharp contrast to Keemstar, whose YouTube channel has essentially recovered from the initial 90,000 subscribers loss and is basically back to full strength. Speaking of numbers, following the sponsor war that Ethan started, he's apparently lost 80% of his own sponsors for the H3 podcast.
I love and appreciate the member support. It's so helpful at this time when we're losing pretty much, I mean, we've probably lost like 80% of our sponsors, and the direct support is the future of this channel, I think. So we really thank our members.
Now, to be clear, nobody is sure if this is partially due to COVID or 100% in relation to his attacks on channel sponsors in May, but regardless, it's a clear case of karma rearing its head. I'm not one to celebrate money being pulled out of a creator's pockets, but I also don't really have sympathy or empathy for those who have made the statements Ethan has made and continues to make.
The direct support is the future of this channel, I think. So we really thank our members. Because we're being directly supported by members, we can show anything. I just hope our channel doesn't get terminated.
Well, fuck, Ethan's in a bit of a predicament here. The fans are unhappy and leaving. The sponsors aren't satisfied. What are our options? Well, Ethan's gonna go the crowdfunding method. Now look, I'm not gonna trash a couple of millionaires using a join button when times are getting tough financially, even though they're a direct cause of their own financial hardship. Look, I'm not gonna do that. But what I will point out is a bit of a scam.
How's the chat doing? Do we have any interesting...
Everybody's saying that they paid $5 for nothing because it's public now.
Oh, they're upset that it's public?
Oh, really?
I know. But then everybody was upset that it was members only, so you can't win.
Yeah.
Well, you can cancel your membership if you feel like you paid $5 for nothing.
Nah, you're tripping.
It's actually, it's like 2 people that are just spamming it,
That's
so.
okay. That's, you know what? That's a perfectly fair feeling to have at this point. But what I would encourage you to feel is that you're helping our show continue by the grace of God, and you are enabling content to exist for the unfortunate few that cannot afford to pay $5. And you can join our beautiful Discord and communicate to us. It's a beautiful thing. Let's go ahead and get started.
So Ethan brought on a load of members who are paying anywhere from $5 all the way to $20 a month, and he's not delivering on the rewards they signed up for. Somewhere between the time that they got their tiered rewards verified by YouTube, he decided that the Friday members only stream is now a public one, and it's just the chat that's members only. Initially, the entire stream was supposed to be a members only show, and now some people in the audience feel like they've been scammed because he's not delivering on the main reward for joining the channel. What a fucking disaster. Ethan, what are you gonna do? As a channel member of approximately 3 days, I am not impressed at all, Ethan. I think another part of the reason support for Ethan has diminished over the past 3 months is due to his aggressive, unhinged takes regarding a bunch of various situations. For example, he's pretty much snaked Boblax out of nowhere. Ethan's talked pretty highly of Boblax, and despite the fact that he's been critical of Ethan's recent points at the time, and Ethan reached out unprompted, tweeting at Boblax despite this criticism that his videos were really helpful and that Ethan used them quite a bit during his Content Nuke series. He's gone on record to publicly joke with Boblax, going as far to say that if he ever divorced Hila, Ethan would do it on Twitter to get Boblax some more content for his channel. The point is, Ethan was very friendly to Boblax and praised his content publicly, which gave everyone the impression that there was no bad blood between the two. If that's not enough to convince you, he literally replied to a Mutahar tweet saying that he straight up liked Boblax. Ethan was friends with Boblax until the very moment that he saw an opportunity to trash him publicly, which he absolutely did. Ethan found Boblax's racist parody song that he made approximately 4 years ago, one in which Boblax has already publicly addressed and apologized for, and Ethan tweeted it out to his entire audience. He then scoured the internet looking for screenshots to further build his narrative that he was trying to shape, and he eventually landed on a super old tweet Boblax made about minorities in the airport. Like Ethan has any fucking room to talk on this issue at all.
And a clip came out of H3H3 judging people based on their skin color. Ultra Joe responded by saying, maybe you lost subscribers because of this video. Oh no! What is the video? Roll it.
Because I was like, they're like these huge black dudes, and they were all strapped. They were all black. There was like 10. I'm just saying, they were, every single one of them was black.
Okay. I don't even pay attention to color or anything.
If there's 8 dudes on security and they're all black, I think that's worth noting.
I just noticed their suit. They were all wearing suits.
They were all wearing suits, yeah. No, they were super professional.
That was nice.
And, I mean, they were all like 6'5", black dudes. Yeah, that's terrifying. Is a 6'5" black dude scare you more than a 6'5" white dude?
No. Is it supposed to?
I was almost trying to admit how I racially profile, like how I feel like people do that. Obviously, that came off bad. I mean, yeah, it's bad. But I think I was just trying to own to the fact that I do racially profile, just because. But yeah, I totally agree that it was a fucking stupid, ignorant thing to say.
I don't even think the reaction to the racist parody song that Boblax made was the worst part, though. He actually tried to use this situation to discredit Boblax's content. He sent a message to Boblax in DMs and told him that he doesn't give a shit and he just wants to build a narrative and get views, which is some top-tier projecting, I'd say. So suddenly the videos that H3H3 said were instrumental to the creation of the Content Nuke series and extremely helpful are now just manipulated narratives designed to get the most clicks and not archive the truth. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Boblax, but this guy literally just reads tweets. If you're saying that he purposely left out content or something, I'd say fine, then you can make that argument. However, if you are mad at him enough to unload in his DMs about a video he made where he reads your tweets verbatim, that's a pretty clear sign that you can't take criticism. I remember Ethan acknowledged the first installment of this series a few months back, and the video has now reached 800,000 views. I wonder why he never got around to reacting to it. Eventually, Ethan deleted these tweets and issued an apology because his cancellation was ultimately unsuccessful. This is particularly interesting when you consider his more recent comments regarding the commentary community that Boblax is in.
But beyond that, I genuinely think that there's basically like a whole cycle of commentary channels now that all kind of chew out the same topics. Like they find a person to hate and grind into the ground, and then they move on to another one, just because I think there's interest in it, right? I don't think they actually even believe or care about the things that they say. I think they're just, actually, you coined the term. I don't know if you coined the term, but I thought it was good. Simp cell.
Wow, that sounds kind of familiar. Regardless, things with Boblax did improve a bit until Ethan eventually blocked him for complimenting him. No, really, this is a real fucking screenshot. Apparently the rest of the Bo Black's H3 DMs are a minefield, and I encourage him to drop them publicly, but let's be fair to Ethan, he did apologize. However, he did also block Bo Black's for complimenting him, but besides Bo Black's, there's someone that Ethan hasn't apologized to, and that's me. In the middle of this drama through defending Bo Black's, I had a run-in with a random 1,000-follower call-out account who accused me of having problems with black people out of literally nowhere with no supporting evidence. This fucking guy, Ethan Klein, finds this tweet somehow without being tagged or nothing. What you're seeing on screen that looks like a tag is a screenshot, not an actual tag. Ethan Klein shows up to post an image of me from my fucking Instagram, as if to prove me taking a picture of a Keemstar at a G Fuel event means I have a problem with black people. I'm starting to see a clear pattern here that Ethan was trying to accuse people of being racist to deflect some criticism. I'll patiently await my apology.
He misrepresents what people say to the point of lying about them to provoke a response and create drama.
The next situation I'd like to discuss is his comments made regarding Leafy and his termination.
Like, you saw Leafy's here, he's made 10 videos on her. And her crime, I guess, is that he doesn't think she is worthy of her success.
She's not beautiful enough.
I find it particularly interesting that he supports Leafy's ban, considering he's actually released 13 videos on Keemstar, where Keem was the actual subject matter of the video.
I just hope our channel doesn't get terminated.
This, of course, only counts the content that he's released since the first content nuke, which was actually more videos than Leafy made on Pokemon. What I'm not including is the videos made previously and the multiple streams he's done without Keemstar's name in the title, like this one he put out this week on a really pressing drama.
Look at this, by the way. Someone made a viral tweet about Keem that's so fucking great. I had nothing to do with this, Keemstar. You might think that there's a conspiracy.
You definitely paid for this tweet.
This is just some small account. He said Keemstar looks like he buys 16-year-olds alcohol if they promise to hang out with him. Keemstar is... Oh, you guys see this? Speaking of Keemstar, just because I have nothing better to talk about right now.
The other ridiculous argument was how, in my opinion, he tried to paint Leafy into a shooter.
Ethan then continues to tweet about this when he posts a clip from Keemstar's Storyfire video with Leafy and captions it by saying, Leafy confesses he went to protests with an illegally concealed gun, saying he was looking for someone to give me an excuse to shoot them. Truly disturbing.
There was a protest or riot in your area, and I remember you went there.
Well, I'm not that frail, and on top of that, dude, I fucking own guns and shit. Like, I literally went there with a fucking gun in a holster. I don't know if I can say this out loud, but like, I don't have a concealed weapons permit, but I don't really give a shit, dude. I have a gun, I have a holster, you know, I come from fucking Utah, my family has guns, right? So like, I mean, in truth, I don't know if this can even go on Storyfire, but I just want one day in my life for someone to give me an excuse to shoot them. Is that an extreme opinion? Probably. Bro, that was a late laugh, dude. People are gonna think I'm like George fucking Zimmerman or that was a joke, bro. Kind of.
The craziest part is that Keemstar manually uploaded this to his Storyfire channel. Ethan then quote tweets himself and says, Leafy posted this on Instagram this morning, showing that Leafy posted pictures of him holding his gun in his kitchen.
So essentially, it's really disturbing that he made a joke in a Storyfire video and posted a picture of his gun that looks like it's straight out of the Civil War or some shit on Instagram. That's how far we've fallen? Then there was a bunch of stuff about what Leafy's fans had supposedly done, which isn't at all related to him.
Leafy then responds directly to H3 by saying, I can't take a picture of my guns, or I can't make jokes? Why do you even hate me so much? Laughing my fucking ass off. Ethan then quote tweets him and says, no reason, showing various comments that people left on Leafy's Instagram post. The first one says, Leafy is on his way to YouTube headquarters. The next one says, Leafy's armed. Leafy would love to see Ethan survive against his guns. Use it on H3. Shoot me. Don't come to online school tomorrow, that type of energy. School shooter vibes, etc, etc. And I find it funny that he calls that out, considering I just read a tweet from an H3 fan where he had a guy with a gun in his mouth and said, when I realized I used to be a Leafy fan. Everybody makes these type of jokes. No matter what creator you are, you're going to have a fan who makes these type of jokes, whether you like it or not. I guess posting a gun can incite those type of comments. but Leafy never made those comments himself. He just posted a picture of his gun. That on top of the fact that the comments are jokes in general, so I don't know. I don't see it as a big deal unless H3 legitimately thinks that Leafy has a bunch of shooter fans and all 5 million of his subscribers are going to like commit mass genocide somewhere. I don't think it's a big deal at all. But again, that's just my opinion.
Naturally, this one backfired in Ethan's face pretty hard as well when videos of Ethan also making satirical content with guns started to get reposted.
Oh, hey Frank, what's up? How you doing?
Here's the gun.
What?
Here's the doctor's note. Just fucking do it. It's time.
You gonna put this on
No,
me?
you gotta fucking kill me. The doctor. Jose wrote it. The doctor wrote it. Just fucking kill me. Just do it. Just fucking kill me. Just do it. Do it. I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy.
I personally love the clip where he joked about a city councilman named Joe Gallagher while firing a gun at a lawn sign with his name on it.
Take that, Joe. City Council.
Oh god, I fucking hate the City Council.
We're kidding, by the way. Not an actual threat against Joe.
Real, disturbing stuff, I'd say. I feel like the most egregious thing Ethan has done was platform that complete degenerate Britbong.
Keemstar is so anti-deplatforming. He's such a free speech warrior, and everyone should be able to do and say whatever they want, even if that includes making death threats against somebody. I would like to draw your attention to one video of Keemstar talking to a man named Britbong. In fact, I'll let this video speak for itself. And just remember, if Keemstar's channel ever does get banned, just play him this video. Oh, this is a great one. I think you guys will enjoy this.
I used to go by the name Britbong Returns, but at the moment I go by Mr. BTFO. Mainly I had to change my name because people were literally non-stop trying to flag me down. I've had people targeting me, impersonating me, trying to get into my accounts and go after me and my family, and partially some of this is due to Keemstar. Because I made a video on one of his friends, he went after me big time.
I have been like fucking with you non-stop, taking down your Twitches, taking down your Twitters, taking down every social media platform you have.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
He was going after my family as well, all because I exposed people that he didn't want exposed. I've tried to tell multiple YouTubers about this. I've tried to send them the clip. They don't give a shit, because I'm not relevant anymore.
There was a time where Ethan would essentially retweet any negative Keemstar press that came his way, and one of the degenerate grifters who capitalized on this through shoutouts of both Ethan and Deji was Britbong, or Mr. BTFO. This guy is known for doxing and deplatforming through taking down Twitter accounts with false DMCAs. This dude was breaking the law, and people let the companies know what he was up to because he was deplatforming. He was a super small user who found success through brigading people with alternate accounts and the help of his small, dedicated following. This guy is everything Ethan tries to say Keemstar is, but times like 1,000. If we fast forward to today, in under a week since his name was mentioned, Britbong has raided Tommy C's Discord server, filed a false DMCA against Augie, doxed multiple people in his chat, and created multiple accounts, all while threatening to send more strikes. His game is to run around doing and saying insane shit, only to pretend that everyone on the internet has been impersonating him for the past 4 years. If people have actually been doing that, this would have to be the biggest deep covered troll op in the history of deep covered troll ops. Britbong is not a fucking victim. I highly doubt anyone who's amassed 5,000 followers would have the trouble this guy is allegedly having. Here, Britbong claims that he will be flagging Leafy and Keemstar and attempting to deplatform them. Here's another Britbong account that's linked to his website claiming that the first account is an imposter. However, I literally have a video of him actually showing proof that he did in fact flag Leafy.
Oh, and by the way, look who I reported on Twitter. Oh, Leafy, what happened, mate? You got banned? Oh, kill yourself, kid. Kill yourself, kid. What's going on, big guy? Did you get banned by any chance? Help me, help me. Did you get banned, mate? Did you get banned? Did you get banned, buddy? Oh, well, so you got banned, mate. Oh, crazy. Well, I guess maybe we can ask Keemstar to unban you, bro. Like how Keemstar got my accounts banned multiple times. Anyway, did he get beamed? He didn't get banned, but he got a warning. Well, better report him again then. Better report him again then.
He can't even keep his own story straight. People get sent to jail for murder with less circumstantial evidence than we have on this guy. There's also accusations that he actually is or is working with a user named Superhound, who has taken down Rusty Cage and Justin Wang's Twitter identically to how BritBong used to back in 2017, an allegation that he's attempted to get memology deplatformed from YouTube, an allegation that he's attempted to get DSP banned from Twitch, and this dude also allegedly dumped a folder of CP into Aiden Project's DMs, who is 15 years old by the way, but I'd hope the rumors aren't true and that these guys aren't the same person or working together. From what we do know, BritBong is clearly mentally ill. He's clearly dangerous, and it really makes me wonder whether Ethan knows this, and maybe that's the reason he chose to promote him in the first place. Naturally, because I and my friends now have to address this freak. We are all now putting ourselves right in front of the crosshairs of a dude who probably will dox and try to get our channels taken down. You have to wonder if that kind of stuff was done by design. If it sounds like I've gotten progressively more cynical over the course of the 3-episode series, it's because I have. If it sounds like I'm incredibly disappointed, it's because I am. I think Ethan's Content Nuke series will go down as one of the biggest blunders in YouTube history. Frankly, I'm embarrassed that he included a video that I made as one of his arguments. Ethan Klein made one of the biggest exposed videos of all time, found loads of support and success, only to completely fucking blow it by losing his shit weekly on his Twitter timeline and on the H3 podcast. It's the equivalence of a hockey player missing an empty net only for the puck to go the other way and let the team score a buzzer beater. I think my favorite part of Ethan's unhinged rants are when he makes a hot take and he's instantly slapped with a contradicting opinion to further showcase his hypocrisy.
Let me address this head on. I am not someone that supports going after somebody's sponsors. The SWAT murder was also sponsored by G Fuel. I am not someone that supports going after somebody's sponsors. Use code KEEM for 10% off of your life expectancy. I am not someone that supports going after somebody's sponsors. G Fuel dropped you like the fucking bag of dirt that you are. How am I supposed to criticize Keemstar and not address the fact that G Fuel is on his desk, and every time there's always G Fuel sitting there on his desk? How am I not supposed to talk about it? I love and appreciate the member support. It's so helpful at this time when we're losing pretty much, I mean, we've probably lost like 80% of our sponsors. The direct support is the future of this channel, I think. So we really thank our members. Someone says someone needs to kill Pokemon, and it has 1,400 likes. That doesn't seem very funny. That to me seems like extraordinarily fucked up.
Oh! Take that, Joe. City Council.
Oh god, I fucking hate the City Council.
We're kidding, by the way. Not an actual threat against Joe.
I don't know, when I saw this, does anyone really think this is funny or cool? I mean, it's kind of horrifically irresponsible and disgusting.
Seems to me like he does, but you have to acknowledge that this is so irresponsible of you to even engage in a comment like that. Even if his response is not technically serious because he's mentioning whatever it is. Just the fact that he's even engaging in a comment like that, you can't. You have a responsibility. You can't do that because you're promoting it.
I mean, I would block this person.
Right.
If I saw that, if on a video I was making fun of someone.
I just want one day in my life for someone to give me an excuse to shoot them. Is that an extreme opinion? Probably. That was a joke, bro. Kind of.
We're kidding, by the way. Not an actual threat against Joe.
No, I mean, it's not a threat. Like, we can say that we hate things while we shoot.
I'm getting it out of my system.
Yeah, I hate the government.
Goddamn.
Yeah, no, totally. Leafy or rice gum?
Leafy.
If I'm YouTube and I see this, I'm like, this kid.
It's dangerous.
This is horrific. I mean, this is just crazy. I'm sorry. This is crazy. I mean, this alone is like horrific. I don't know. That's a strike for sure, immediately.
Take that, Joe. City Council.
It's like, dude, you can make fun of me, but like now people are saying I'm gonna kill her.
What'd you say about my podcast, bitch? Yo, what do you say? Oh, H3 podcast is bullshit? He just does it because revenue's not good and he's just trying to get paid? Whoa, what's the big deal with that?
It doesn't matter how you look at it, it is blatant harassment. Because, I mean, one video, okay, 2 to 3, you're pushing it. 12, all right, bud, you need to chill out a little bit here. Like, I've made my opinions on Twitter about Twitch streamers as a whole. And it's funny because a lot of people were calling me a simp